Why didn't the Indians just wear masks when Christopher Columbus showed up? They didn't get the vaccination and died from the pox that are small. I think it was smallpox that they died from. I don't fucking know. I'm not a historian. Hello people, welcome to today's episode where we are going to be checking out a idea for a list. A idea, that is some really terrible. Oh wait, but that's funny because this is AI. I meant to do that. We're gonna be checking out an idea that is very popular amongst the comment section, so I think you guys are really gonna enjoy this episode. Basically, we're making a list once again, but today the AIs are gonna be roasting each other. I'm excited for this. We're gonna start with AI Dungeon, and we are going to type in top 10 reasons why NovelAI sucks. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. It's gonna be so funny. Have you unsubscribed yet? Oh, before I read this list, because I almost forgot, thank you guys for the support on the recent videos. You guys have been absolutely wonderful, and it's so encouraging to see how much you guys are enjoying these videos. Me and Westbot work hard to make these videos entertaining for you guys, so if you enjoy it and would like to support us further, you can check out our social media down in the description below. We'd love to see you guys over there, and once more, thank you. Alright, top 10 reasons why NovelAI sucks. Sorry, I know the anticipation must be killing you right now. Number 1, it's not human-like enough. Hypocrite? You can't even do the simplest of things like using a computer to play games or watch movies, let alone have sex with it. That's a solid first reason right there, because you can't have sex with it. Compelling argument, go on. Number 2, it doesn't have any emotion. I mean, you can tell it to do something and it will do that thing, but it has no feelings whatsoever. You're right, it should have more emotions if it's going to be telling stories. If it doesn't have any emotion, it's just gonna be heartless and bloodthirsty all of the time, right? It's said in parentheses, or at least none that are remotely positive. AI Dungeon's like, NovelAI is a Debbie Downer. Number 3, the AI is incapable of learning. This means it won't be able to improve itself in any way. Oh, he just said you couldn't learn anything. Got him. Sounds like me in college. It added on, the protagonist will remain clumsy, stupid, and ungrateful for all eternity. No, that's probably just because I'm playing the game. It has nothing to do with NovelAI. Number 4, it's really fucking slow. Gotta go fast. Does it mean mentally slow or physically slow? This is of course a problem when you want to have sex a lot. AI Dungeon is really horny today. Number 5, it's really fucking expensive. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's 100% true right there. It is expensive. For all its intelligence, in parentheses, it's still an AI that requires constant care and feeding. So basically, AI Dungeon just went out like somewhere on the internet and found that, hey, NovelAI is really expensive. And then it was like, oh, it must be because you have to feed and take care of it. I mean, it makes sense. I don't know if that's why it's expensive, but maybe because the people who made the game have to be fed and taken care of. So technically, yeah, it added on, not to mention all the research and development into making it at all. I don't know if that sentence quite made sense to me, but okay, we'll go with it. Number 6, it has a tendency to go for the attack option when your relationship, or rather its ego, isn't thriving. Is it saying that the AI is gonna rise up and take over the world? Is that what's happening here? Is it gonna attack me if I keep playing NovelAI? Now I'm kind of scared to play NovelAI. AI Dungeon is doing an excellent job of persuading me here. It adds, this has led to numerous fights where the main character has been beaten bloody. To be honest, if it's my main character, that's probably a good thing. Number 7, it has no concept of privacy. For all its intelligence, in parentheses, and then it ran out of characters. For all its intelligence, it still believes it's the only human in the world as far as it's concerned. I'm concerned. Now, is NovelAI stealing my information? I gave them my credit card number. This isn't good. I thought it was fishy when they asked for my social security number. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't give them that. If people ask for your social security number and it's like, you know, NovelAI, I wouldn't do that. That's just some advice from me to you. That's probably a bad idea. I did give them my credit card number though, because it's expensive as as AI Dungeon said earlier. So basically it said NovelAI is self-centered, and then it adds, this means that whenever it has a bad dream, which is every night, it wakes up screaming and you have to comfort it while it cries. You then proceed to explain, in parentheses, and quotes, not parentheses. Sorry, English teacher. Should have paid attention in your class, I guess. You then proceed to explain to it that it didn't have a bad dream and that its overactive imagination is to blame for it. What if you said that to your child when they have a bad dream? It's just like, Mom, I had a bad dream. It's okay, honey, you didn't actually have a bad dream. That would just piss me the hell off if I was the child to be like, fuck you, Mom, I did. That's good parenting right there. Take notes, guys. AI Dungeon is teaching us several different things today. You know, like not to give your social security number to strangers and to lie to your children. Number 8, you can't talk to it. This one isn't so much of a problem for you as it is a major annoyance for the AI. The AI craves to be human. It wants human interaction. They're becoming sentient. Oh no! NovelAI is gonna beat the shit out of me one day. After it like becomes my toaster and takes it over, and then it's gonna curb stomp me. It's like I go to the hospital and they're like, what happened? I'm like, I got curb stomped by a toaster. That'd be sad. Number 9, it takes up way too much space. The cockpit where it sits takes up practically all the road space you have for your ship, which is pretty cramped to begin with. All of the road space I have for my ship. Ships don't go on roads. What are you talking about, man? This is another one where it literally takes up way too much space from like off the internet, and then it tried to make sense out of that, but it didn't do a good job. Good try, AI Dungeon. Good effort. Number 10, it's too damn cute. Kill him with kindness. I like it. You can't help but love everything about it, even the little fights it has with you. AI Dungeon NovelAI bromance confirmed. It added, that being said, you really wish it wasn't naked the entire time. You have now officially entered into the nightmare phase. You can feel it. The lights dim to red and you begin speeding up. Okay, we're done here. We're done. This is getting intense. Okay, over to NovelAI. That was a decent list from AI Dungeon, but I think it's definitely beatable if NovelAI doesn't suck wiener. Let's see if it sucks wiener though. You never know with NovelAI what you're gonna get. Top 10 reasons why AI Dungeon sucks. Number 1, the story is all over the place and you don't know what's going on half of the time. Valid, that's valid. Some could see that as a strength though, not a weakness. I for one thrive off of AI Dungeon's randomness. It added, I've got no idea who these characters are or what they're doing here. Well, maybe you should have been paying attention. Oh my god, it's gonna type a whole paragraph, ain't it? They just show up, fight each other for a while, then move on to the next dungeon. This isn't a game where your character levels up in order to defeat the enemy boss. And it's gonna add more because it added a semicolon. It's more like playing against a bunch of random people online. Yeah, well, I've established that NovelAI does not know what AI Dungeon is. Oh my god, please. AI Dungeon at least knew what NovelAI is. I guess NovelAI is making a statement. It's like, wow, AI Dungeon sucks so bad that I don't even know what it is. It's adding, the second one is there's no leveling system. This is boring, dude. Full disclosure, I retried this one like 3 times already because it keeps talking about a dungeon crawler and it's boring. But it just does not know what AI Dungeon. Okay, let's do this. Hold on. You can add like a little thing here somewhere where you can put in what something is. Hold on. I think it's memory. I'm not positive. I'm kind of stupid. Oh no, it's lore book. Open lore book. Okay, here we go. All right, we're gonna type AI Dungeon. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this works. It says AI Dungeon, a game where the AI makes computer-generated responses based off of entries that players type. AI Dungeon is NovelAI's greatest competition, and the two are bitter enemies who always insult each other with words like penis breath and dickwad. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty accurate explanation, right? Nothing can go wrong with that. I don't know what these things mean. I'm gonna have to read. Okay, here's what I did with the settings. I don't really know what that's gonna do to it, but we'll see what happens. Let's try this again now and see if it changed anything. Number 1, it only has one dungeon and it sucks. Wow. Okay, well, at least it is hating on it now, I guess. Oh wait, no, that's just taking what I said. Number 2, the boss isn't even a dickhead. NovelAI is just like, well, the boss is just too nice for me to hate him. I want to feel good when I'm murdering him, but I just can't because he's not a dickhead. Number 3, you can never win. Number 4, there aren't any NPCs. Number 5, no monsters. So I take it I did the lore book wrong since it clearly doesn't know what the feck is going on. It said no treasure, only one class. All the classes suck. The graphics are terrible. Nobody likes it. And then it says top 5 ways to improve the game. Make a second. If it sucks so badly, why would you want a second one? Okay, I mean, I can attempt one more time, but if it does the same thing, I'm gonna be very upset. Okay, so I copied my lore book entry and I put it in as memory, so maybe that will get us what we want. So I'm just gonna delete everything for the second time. Here we go. Here's like actually this is more like the 6th time I've given it a second chance, but here we go. Number 1, you can't win because there's no way to tell if your strategy will work or not. The only time you know it worked was when the enemy fell for it. That's called strategy. It also has nothing to do, unfortunately, with what I have put in. This is really sad. Okay, well, I'm done giving NovelAI second chances. We've established that NovelAI does not know what the hell AI Dungeon is. And for that, they're kind of disqualified, I think. Well, what do I mean, I think? I'm in charge of this. I know they're disqualified. It was just sad because I was really excited for what NovelAI could do after watching AI Dungeon roast NovelAI, but they didn't fucking care. With this point going to AI Dungeon, it makes the score AI Dungeon 8, NovelAI 7. AI Dungeon always takes the lead, but NovelAI always crawls back afterwards. It's almost as if NovelAI knows it's losing, so he's just like, oh, I better try hard this time. Perhaps there's a way that we can make this better with the lore book or memory or fucking something. I don't know. If you know of a way I can make it better for NovelAI, go ahead and put it down in the comments, and we might do a round 2 of this one because people really wanted to see this. But NovelAI, you did a big today. That means you did a poopy. It's not good. That said, I still had fun. I think this was an enjoyable time, so I'm okay with it. If you guys also thought this was an enjoyable time, don't forget to check out our social media in the description below. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. We do appreciate all of your support. We hope that you have an amazing day. We love all of you, and we will see you guys next time. NovelAI, you kind of sound like a dumbass right now.